Hi, my name is Dexter Valles. I am the managing consultant of Valma International. We are based in Mumbai, India. I am a coach. I'm also a trainer and facilitator of learning and development areas of life, especially in the area of behavioral sciences and soft skills. And I have an interesting message for you and for all of us. Recently, I read a note from J.K. Rowling, the famous author of the Harry Potter series. And she had something very controversial to say, or at least controversial in the context of the lives we have lived so far. And what she had to say set me thinking. So she was very critical about life coaches pushing people to succeed in the lockdown period in some way or the other by building a new skill or competence or gaining some new knowledge or wisdom and holding out the threat that if that didn't happen, the person is a failure or efforts have failed and we haven't succeeded in the time and opportunity given to us to reframe, rewire and reform our lives. And I think this is a significant message. Because if we look at it, this entire time that we have now is in a new world, a world we haven't ever witnessed or experienced before. And the context has changed so dramatically that it kind of knocks down everything that we believed to be true. Nothing is the same anymore. Being close to each other is about being far apart. Being socially distanced is the new way of living life rather than the proximity of society and the whole social aspect of being together, which means close to each other. Somehow, so many things have changed the way we look at the world, the way we look at people, what signs and signals seem to mean safety and danger, how we treat our food, how we purchase things, what we purchase, how we manage some sense of self-regulation, self-discipline, all the areas that really didn't make so much of a conscious choice to us are now things that we suddenly have to deal with at a conscious level, things that we had moved into the level of being unconscious competence were rudely thrust into our face as conscious incompetence. So in the face of these things, it's like knocking on the cocoon of a caterpillar and saying, hey, wake up, butterfly, find your wings, go fly. I know who you are and who you can be, so wake up now and get going. Don't you know that it's too bad to sleep too long, to lie in the darkness? Find the light, find the sun's light, find the sunshine. Find your wings. And as a result of that, we've had a whole universe of caterpillars waking up far too early, prematurely, as butterflies with broken wings. Are we doing that now too? Are we insisting that the butterfly awakens to a light that it is not ready for, a light and a life that it doesn't understand? How do we really know what this cocooning period is really meant to be? How are we so sure that we have to develop skills and competence in the darkness, even without knowing how they are going to apply ahead? Because we don't really know what lies ahead, do we? Are we so sure what the future is? Do we really know what it is going to hold? We'd be fooling ourselves if we said yes to that, because we're still in the middle of knowing very little of what's happening except for what's really going on in the front of us. And that too, every day brings more news of how much we don't know, don't understand, and can't deal with this new world we are living in. So if we hope to survive and thrive, I think we need to let the darkness envelop us without that feeling of fear that drives us to try and do something in the darkness and not only stub our toe but hurt ourselves badly. We need to shine some light, not just the torchlight. We need this huge, big light, a halogen light, a floodlight to come on. And we need to have a little patience because that floodlight is coming. What it reveals may not be what we are expecting, but if we can become a little more aware of ourselves and what is happening to us in that darkness, we can then put that awareness together in the form of laying out what are our objectives and goals to deal with this new world that we are facing with, and also how to be able to stitch that together into competences that may be required of us in that new world once we understand the context and what the demands are of that world. So, good luck. I hope you awaken from the darkness of the cocoon, not to be anything that we expect, may not even be a butterfly. Maybe you will become, or we will all become enhanced caterpillars with new powers that would make the caterpillar a powerful creature. Or maybe we'll become an eagle. Who knows what the cocoon is going to bring. Enjoy the darkness. There is so much to be discovered in it. I hope you will perform to the best of your abilities and skills and competence once you emerge from the cocoon and that darkness, because for sure we all shall. And if the world has anything to show us from the history of the world, we have survived and thrived. And we can take that courage to go forward and do something with the life we are presented with and transform that life into something that is better than the life we had when we went into the cocoon.